'Tis the third Saturday in October in my Dynasty. Here we go. Alrighty. This one's for my buddy. He said he'd haunt me. Hopefully he doesn't haunt me in this game.
Legends are made and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers.
The mean orange is coming to T-Town when the lights are down and everybody's in town. Roll!
He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Volunteers offense will start this game off. Legendary Tennessee coach General Bob Nealon used to say you never know what a football player's made of until he faces Alabama. We're about to find out what everybody's made of, guys.
Yes, we are, and this rivalry is so great. Growing up in the South, man, you knew the third Saturday in October was throwdown. Was big name Tennessee, big name Alabama, Jesse, and they were going to go at it.
And David, it just feels like when these two teams take the field, there's just a different energy in the stadium. Regardless of where they're playing, someone's going to be enjoying victory cigars when this one's over. Can't wait to find out who.
Off play action on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
When it's a play action
Keanu
pass,
Cute.
the quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bond. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Vols will send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Rides to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. To the air, it's Simpson. Throws to the wide.
Buck.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. He was hoping
Lane Kiffin.
reception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down.
Can't blame it on him on that. No,
The
I
offense
can't.
lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. And a good
What's up,
job in
Amada?
coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the so close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to.
It's a fake. It's
Oh,
a fake. He wants to throw it.
fucking
It's
bastards.
a fake. Shades of little giants. The man
That's fucking hilarious. I guess BVD is gonna haunt me.
Just
Damn it!
textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going
Snaky
Are
bastards.
you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Snap it to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the ball rolling out Tennessee.
Man, Reese, it was roll Tide roll as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and it showed up on the scoreboard.
And Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes.
The Tide with the first and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nice move.
Go!
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest...
Ah, no!
Ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. They're trying to get to it. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going.
Fundamentals, baby, fundamentals.
They're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the
Bernard!
He holds it in and nobody's close. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They'll run it from the gun. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now they'll run the draw.
That high snap messed me up, bro.
With this running game, he stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Let it bust for a moment, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
I got that.
Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll sneak it. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to keep running. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain. They were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Get in there. Okay.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception and penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Oh, God.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th.
One of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse.
Dang, man. That could have been a
Offense
pick
called a little
six.
bit of a break.
Sorry.
Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, come on.
So the decision has been made, and the coach.
Fuck. That was awful.
So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to quarterback on the keeper. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quick timeout line to defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Line getting set on second down. It'll be a draw. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. He's
Damn
at
it.
the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tennessee. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the.
What's up,
This dude's a
Cody?
big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you. on
Yeah, I
defense.
can't wait either, man.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The inside handoff. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 20.
Trying to get a first down
Runs
would be
like that are
nice.
like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully and get the first down, and that's all that matters.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Simpson.
No!
Pulls it down the middle. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun.
Come on, Haynes.
And
He's fast, man. But when he get people in the way, it just slows him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He breaks a tackle. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down.
No! I should have thrown the B.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the offense on first down. Trying play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And that's the 2nd time he's gotten to the quarterback, following the legacy of those great Crimson Tide pass rushers like Will Anderson, like Ryan Anderson or Tim Williams, or the great Derek Thomas, Cornelius Bennett.
Good defense.
I like when we run out of oxygen, man. All these guys, and that's what they do. They're a pressure.
Yeah, BVD is haunting me, Mala.
They ain't gonna give you time to find open guys to beat their DBs, and they got so many great pass rushers.
Woo, 4th and 31. Get out of here.
Down at the 14-yard line. The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Has to throw this
No!
back foot.
Why can't Bernard
And
catch
they
shit?
run it on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has them staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll try it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land. So the call makes sense.
You have to go for it.
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on him. Almost had another interception.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking downfield, it's Simpson.
Come on, Bernard. Fuck. Slow ass. Fucking germ. Come on, man. Damn it.
But you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience. None.
I was trying to deep smash it.
Right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Like, listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to giving it to the other team.
Yes! About time. Thank you, Kobe.
Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Maryland sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being
Sit your ass
played in
down.
College Park. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Yeah, let's go. Yes. Put that shoulder in it. That was fucking awesome.
On the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down.
No, you don't, bitch. No! Oh!
They bring him down and he's going to lose.
Don't do that. Don't you dare do that.
Zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive.
Definitely, and they get the momentum going. And once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football.
Fuck me.
Throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here.
Okay.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional battle between the Tide and Balls. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They go right back to it. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable and backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. The give on fourth down. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Yeah, I like this. I like the aggressiveness, especially early in the ball game. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game.
Fucking wear him out. Wear him out with a run.
That 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give is to Miller. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. The Tide will get the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
From the gun.
Ooh, they saw that coming.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
Fuck.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw
Damn it.
to the end zone, and it's picked off.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
It's funny they got Nico still on the roster. Oh, shit.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing it around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Tackle is made after the 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with this one.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to power it in. They get him on the ground in the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown time!
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new
What's up, Matt?
poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, getting the fast playmaker.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yards. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got it in the middle, it's Bond. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He's got it on the move.
Fucker.
Lining up for the PAT. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points to him, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
On the run, it's Haynes. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the backboard. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, running back gets the give.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The give to the back.
Go, Jam.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Right, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd and goal for this offense. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Wedges, pushes, and he's
Freaking crawl to get that.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it's finished off with the quarterback sneak. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bond.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint.
Oh!
It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt.
Could have caught that, man.
This late in the game, fourth quarter,
Damn.
go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's going to pass. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline. So I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch, nice catch.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end.
Oh my.
The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen as...
Touchdown, Bama! And they got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Haynes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants to throw. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Right on target this time. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
That was a crazy game. Thank y'all for watching. We got the W.
That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games.
Man, that was a crazy game.
There's a letdown that naturally
That was probably one of the best games I've played in a while, even though it was against a computer.
Focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse
Thank you all
Pollock
for
and
watching.
I'm Reese Davis saying so
Ramajama
long.
Taylor signing off. Peace.